Alright, it's January 1st, 2025. Happy New Year, everybody. I just got up a few minutes ago. Had a little bit of wine last night and slept in. Have to go back into my night job, my third shift job tonight. I don't really have all of today off. It's kind of a bummer, but this is something I've wanted to do a video on for a while anyway, and today's the perfect day because it's kind of a tradition I started a while back. So there was this thing where people would post a car, a completely mint car, sometimes a super treasure hunt, sometimes an RLC car, and they would say everyday pocket carry, or it was like a pocket dump situation. That was like a trend for a while with firearm stuff or whatever, or knives or whatever. Anyway, so there's this thing where people would post a perfectly, absolutely mint car, and something in most cases, in many cases, you would not dare put in your pocket with a bunch of loose change and a multi-tool and, you know, a big lighter or whatever. But that's how they would act, and it annoyed me, and I just thought it was stupid. It was like an idiotic trend, and I thought, but you know, I love patina on old cars, and sometimes I get it's curious to me to find a car that's a year old that just came out and it was well played with a kid, like a kid somewhere played with it for a while, and now it's, you know, they're moving on. It's at a yard sale. That fascinates me. Like, wow, that car got a lot of use. And so one day as a joke in 2019, I threw this in my pocket. I carried it for, you know, a bunch of months, for a good chunk of 2019, and this is what it looked like. And I posted pictures of it, and I said, if you did actually carry a car in your pocket, if you did have something that you know, got scuffed up with change and, you know, just loose, I mean, I got star washers and all kinds of crap in my pocket sometimes. You know, it would be a rough, you know, very quickly. You would have a lot of patina to it. You'd be missing a lot of paint. It'd be pretty chewed up. And it sort of became this joke where I after that, in 2020, on January 1st, 2020, I threw this Porsche in my pocket. This other Porsche. So first it was the 917. Then I put this one in my pocket, and I carried this all year. So I was kind of like, you know, let's see what happens if for 365 days you have a car in your pocket. And this is what resulted. So that fascinated me. I was like, all right, let's keep this going. And it kind of became an annual tradition where I do a switching of the cars every January 1st. So here's the Camaro I had for 21. So that car, that's, you know, all throughout COVID, all throughout all that insanity of 2020, that was in my pocket every single day. Then this one was 2021. I remember walking out onto the frozen lake in Massabesic out there in Auburn, and I was going to take a picture of this thing. I went for a little walk on the frozen lake. Also carried a sign with me. That's a whole nother story. Anyway, I retired an old antique sign I had by bringing it out to one of the tiny little islands that, you know, people on boats passing by later on that year would see it, because I thought that was funny. But in the meantime, I remember pulling this out, and, you know, I had just, at that point, that was like February, so I had only had it in my pocket for a couple of months. Maybe it was late January, maybe it was a month, but this tab was already stuck inside there. I remember thinking, that's odd. And this became a new thing, where anytime it's a car with open windows, pull tabs, because I'm always saving them, get stuck inside of them. So that's 21. Then we went to Matchbox in 2022. And in 22, I had the new C8 Corvette. Not a Z06 or ZR1. None of that stuff had come out yet. Just a normal vet. And I realized that Matchbox lose their paint quicker than Hot Wheels, but their wheels retain the chrome longer. So that this vehicle's wheels, the chrome was still on them weeks after I put it in my pocket, versus the Hot Wheels, the chrome was gone within a couple of days. Alright, so then 23, I had the 69 Camaro, the yellow 69 Camaro. So another first-gen Camaro. This one actually doesn't have pull tabs stuck in it. It might have at some point, they fell out. But I thought for some reason there was pull tabs still stuck in this one. But again, if you look at the patina, if you enjoy this kind of thing, like, look at this. You can't fake this kind of thing. Like, what's neat about this is that if this is kind of your thing, is weathering, you really learn about a lot. You know, you learn to do it realistically by, you know, going and looking at old train cars and, you know, old factories and you know, you go to old farms and look at hardware and, you know, junkyards and things. And this is a good example of that, where this is what it looks like. This is a car that for 365 days of the year, full year, all of 2023, this got scuffed and bumped and, you know, it was just in my pocket every single day. So anyway, this year, I had a 560 SEC AMG, and 3 pull tabs got stuck in it. Pink, blue, and silver. And I don't think I want to pull them out. I'm just going to leave them in there. I don't know, maybe I should pull them out. I don't know. I'll leave them in for now. It's part of the car story, I suppose. But I thought it would be interesting to see what happens to a silver one. So there we go. That one's getting retired. So now we got 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. And this year, this is going to be my new one. So, I have to do this one-handed. For 2025, got a Dodge Charger. It's the 15 SRT that has the light bar and all that other stuff. I thought that would look interesting. But it does have open windows, which presents, you know, again, they're going to get a bunch of dust bunnies and maybe some stuff stuck inside. Not a pull tab, though. It's not big enough for it to pull tab. But it's about time I had a Mopar for this particular experiment I'm doing. So, there you go.